Sarah Pribis, but you can call me Elsa for tonight, just for tonight. All right, we've got trivia coming up 14 minutes from now. It's for $500, and you got to answer 10 questions correctly, or 9 if you're here right now, because I'm about to give you the very real question 8. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to put up the question. You're going to attempt to answer it. This is for no money, no losses, no wins. I mean, you can give yourself a nice little pat on the back if you get it right and feel good about yourself. Or you could be like, I'm just so thankful that I'm here and Sarah told me the answer, because that's what I'm going to do. Then I'm going to reveal the answer. So let's get it up and get those brains in gear. Practice question coming at you. This is like kind of a science question, science/cooking question. Let's see how all of you do with this one. And again, don't worry. You don't need to Google this one, because in the end, I'm going to reveal the answer. The chemical used to coat modern cookware was discovered on accident while scientists were researching what? Alloy manufacturing, refrigeration, or disinfectants. The chemical used to coat modern cookware was discovered on accident while scientists were researching what? Which one of these? Do we know it? I'm going to tap the correct answer and see how we're all doing. All right. Oh, thank goodness. Honestly, sometimes when you all get this one right, it makes me feel, I'll just say, less smart. I feel a little bit less smart, and I feel a little bit less useful. Because if you all know it, then you don't need me here. But if you don't all know it, then you need me a little bit. And I feel like I'm in good company when I don't know it. So yeah, right now, 45% of you are saying alloy manufacturing. We've got 36% saying refrigeration, and we've got 17% saying disinfectants. The correct answer is refrigeration, which means you needed me tonight. And isn't refrigeration in the theme of the game tonight, which accidentally, coincidentally is frozen? Who knew? All right, so refrigeration is your answer to question 8. I could not be more clear about that. Friends, we are going to be talking about original content, showing off your original content, because ultimately that's how you earn that money on display. You don't have to win trivia. We'll be right back with that. Hello, and welcome to another all-new round of Display Trivia. I'm your hostess with the mostest and quiz queen, Sarah Pribis. But we had to cut time short yesterday, and I didn't get to talk enough about my favorite media personality who had his day yesterday. That's right, everyone's favorite short king, Punxsutawney Phil, the groundhog who, here in the States at least, pops out of his burrow to see if we're all still freezing our tails off. And yep, still frozen solid, and will be for at least another 6 weeks. This, by the way, is why things run so smoothly in America, because we look to small forest creatures for our meteorological predictions. Woo, that was hard. That's why I don't do the weather. So what can we take from yesterday's prediction? Well, bad news is your spring break plans will have to stay on hold. The good news is you can earn some money tonight to help fund those little escapades. You want to know how? I'll tell you. You'll have 10 seconds to answer 10 questions each. When the question appears on your screen, choose carefully, because once you tap, there's no going back. Make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi and that you're holding your phone vertically. Your winnings will appear in your display bank account if you're actively posting and have your display profile all set up and ready to go. All right, real quick, before we go, I want to know, a little for fun and a little for practice, would you rather? Okay, this is just get your fingers warmed up, get your brains thinking. As Hans Sanchez said earlier about the poll, it was a doozy. It's not meant to be a doozy, it's just meant to be fun. So would you rather get ghosted, get takeout, or get jiggy with it? I don't know who's going to choose ghosted, but I'm sure somebody will, maybe sarcastically. If you don't know what I'm choosing by now, then you do not. Friends, get takeout. Always food. If there is a food answer, if there is a food option, I am there. There is nothing that even enters my mind aside from that food smell wafted. Yes, 50% of you are with me. Thank you. I knew I liked you. 50% of you said to get takeout. 29% of you would rather get ghosted, which is 9% more than get jiggy with it, which really, I think we need to relook at what we're tapping, friends. If that, I don't know. I don't know what your idea of fun is, but it's certainly not mine. All right. I think we're ready to winter, sure, but only 10 questions till the jackpot. It's time for display trivia. Question 1. Which of the following animals is not aquatic? Fish, whale, giraffe. Which of the following animals is not aquatic? Fish, whale, giraffe. I don't like this question. I don't like it. I mean, technically, I'm not aquatic. Give me some floaties, sunscreen, and some adult supervision, and I can swim in any body of water that's less than 5 feet. What? I like to be able to touch the bottom. Sure, I mean, I don't have fins or gills, but I can do pretty much anything they can. Oh, but I won't put my head underwater. Don't ask me. You know what? Forget it. I'll be sitting in the lounge chair pretending to read a book when really I'm sound asleep. Just wake me up in 15 minutes so I know to turn over. Trying to get an even tan. You know who else is avoiding the water to get their even tan? Giraffes. And 96% of you are swimming into question 2. Select the word that is a synonym for evil, kind, wicked, compassionate. Select the word that is a synonym for evil, kind, wicked, compassionate. This question takes me back to high school. Well, my high school yearbook superlative section. You know, I was voted most wicked by the Ridgewood Valley High School student body. Yeah. I had quite the reputation in high school. I was what many kids referred to as the bully. Come to think of it, a lot of teachers referred to me as the bully. And one principal. It's not my fault they're all a bunch of nerds. I had this teacher, Mr. Jenkins, whose job was to teach math. Nerd. He's like the king of nerds. I used to steal his lunch money, and one time I even stuffed him in a locker. Oh, shoot. Wait a second. I don't think I ever let him out of the locker. Uh-oh. That would have been like 10, 12 years ago. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to have to make some calls after this game. Ooh, just 8 more questions, Mr. Jenkins. 95% of you got this right. Oh, Mr. Jenkins, loved percentages. Question 3. All of the following materials are derived from animals except leather, silk, cotton. All of the following materials are derived from animals except leather, silk, cotton. Okay, big whoop. So these animals are out here just coming up with material. I mean, I come up with material all day, every day, and you don't see me sitting around expecting a pat of the back or a belly rub. No, sir. In fact, just this morning I wrote the most amazing joke about Richard Nixon, but I'm not going to share it. No. You know, if you want new material, why don't you go ask that pig over there? I bet she's real clever. So what some worms can spit goo out of their butts that make beautiful, fine fabrics. Oh, you think you're special, cow? Because we take your skin, hang it up for a while, get it nice and soft, and then make it into handbags and shoes and these things that keep our pants from falling down? Not on your life. Oh, wait. That was probably in bad taste because the cows usually have to, like, yeah, die for us. Okay. Well, leather is not a vegan product, and neither is silk. Cotton, however, is a fiber that comes from plants. 93% of you got it. Question 4. Which character has correctly matched their movie title? Marty McFly, Back to the Future, Han Solo, Star Trek, Oscar Schindler, Clueless. Which character is correctly matched to their movie title? Marty McFly, Back to the Future, Han Solo, Star Trek, Oscar Schindler, Clueless. Okay, I have something I want to say about these characters. Because everyone these days is talking about main character energy this and main character energy that. Oh, look at that model walking down the street like it's a runway. She has such main character energy. Look, I don't want main character energy. That is too much pressure. I don't even want supporting character energy. I want red herring energy. Meaning I'm the literary device that shows up in the beginning of the story. You think I'm going to be real important, and then turns out I was just one big distraction. Only there to throw you off your scent. Where'd Sarah go? She was supposed to come to work today. Bye-bye, suckers. Pribis out. So what? I'm not the main character of my own story, but you know who is? Marty McFly in Back to the Future. You got it. 91% of you did at least. Question 5. Select the music artist with a song title that consists of the same word repeated thrice. David Bowie, The Beach Boys, Carly Simon. Select the music artist with a song title that consists of the same word repeated thrice. David Bowie, The Beach Boys, Carly Simon. Thrice. Thrice. It's fun to say. And it's not a as often as we should. It has the power to instantly give any sentence that old-timey charm. Basically, it's a sepia-toned filter of words. Oh yeah, I went to the drag bar thrice last week. Okay, lady about town much? We're getting fancy. I wiped my bum thrice during the last trip to the loo. Okay, TMI, but like pretty darn saying it if you ask me. If you're going to talk about your bodily functions, make sure to throw some elevated vocabulary words in there to spruce things up. Thrice, of course, means 3. And the third time is... The third time for what? Well, it remains to be seen, but whatever it is, it's probably going to be a lot of fun, till your daddy takes the T-bird. Beach Boys. 78% of you knew that. Fun. Question 6. We're halfway there. Which of the following countries officially celebrates Black History? Brazil, Ireland, France. Which of the following countries officially celebrates Black History Month? France. Yesterday, we officially welcomed the first day of Black History Month 2022, a whole month dedicated to honoring, remembering, and preserving the legacy of Black history. And not just in the US, but in a few other countries as well. Friends, no jokes here. Just a reminder to educate yourself not only to the people around you, but to your place in the world. And people who don't learn their history are doomed to repeat. I mean, I know that's a strong word, but trust me on this. I had forgotten that I'd tried gas station sushi in the past, and when I ate it again, I really wished I'd learned my lesson the first time. The US, Canada, the UK, and Ireland all celebrate Black History Month. Brazil has Black Awareness Day, but it's unrelated to the February celebration. 82% of you got that. Awesome. Question 7. Which of the following music artists is from a country where Erin go bragh is a common phrase? Paul David Hewson, Florian Cloud de Bonnevial, O'Malley Armstrong, Alian Damala, Badara Akan Thiam. Which of the following music artists is from a country where Erin go bragh is a common phrase? Paul David Hewson, Florian Cloud de Bonnevial, O'Malley Armstrong, Alian Damala, Badara Akan Thiam. None of these names sound familiar to you? It's funny because they're all famous artists. Oh yeah, they are global superstars. You haven't heard these names because these people don't use these names. They use shorter, catchier names so that they stick in your brain a little more. It's a great marketing tactic. And it's why from here on out, I've decided to call myself Radish. I know it's a little random, but I'm still market testing this one. If I think of something better, I will let you know. But for now, Radish. Maybe not as good as Bono or Dido or Akon respectively, but it'll do for now. It'll do. If you didn't catch that, Bono was born Paul David Hewson over on the Emerald Isle, otherwise known as Ireland. And Erin go bragh, well, it's something to the effect of Ireland forever. Oh my gosh, 74% of you were not fooled by that question. I am impressed. Question 8. The chemical used to coat modern cookware was discovered on accident while scientists were researching what? Alloy manufacturing, refrigeration, disinfectants. The chemical used to coat modern cookware was discovered on accident while scientists were researching what? Alloy manufacturing, refrigeration, disinfectants. If you watch the pre-show, you know this answer. Isn't it crazy how some of the best things in the world were by accident? I was an accident, look at me. And you know what? This isn't the only discovery that was an accident either. I discovered that cheeseburgers taste amazing when dipped in peanut butter, completely by accident. You see, I was standing in my kitchen and I spilled a jar of peanut butter, but you know what? Never mind. Another thing I learned that day though, if you can't find one, a loose hamburger makes for an excellent sponge. A lot of discoveries that day. And I think you all might be discovering that maybe you should be a little wary of any advice you get from me. But the substance is Teflon, and the scientists were trying to work with gases for use as refrigerants. Refrigeration is your answer. 90% of you got it. that pre-show, baby. Or you're just smart. Question 9. What do Al Gore, Natalie Portman, and Jack Lemmon not have in common? They were born in New England, they went to Harvard, they all have Oscars. What do Al Gore, Natalie Portman, and Jack Lemmon not have in common? They were born in New England, they went to Harvard, they all have Oscars. This question really is proof that we all have more in common than we think, right? It's important to remember that when you think you're so different from the person sitting across the train from you. But I mean, if I saw these people in a lineup, like, I'd freak. Mostly because Jack Lemmon has been dead since 2001, and I'd be like, whoa, we figured out how to reanimate a corpse? Gnarly, man. But then I'd be like, wait, why are you three all in the same room? Is there like some sort of random celebrities convention going on? I mean, not totally random, because Al Gore, Natalie Portman, and Jack Lemmon are all Harvard graduates, and they all have Oscars. Just Al Gore's is less exciting and for a documentary. I checked, and even the boring Oscars still count, so yeah. Just like a less exciting win is still a win, and 79% of you got that. It's time for the final question. Question 10. Which of the following international airports is incorrectly matched to its time zone? Charles de Gaulle, CET, Ben Gurion, IST, Kuala Lumpur, MT. Which of the following international airports is incorrectly matched to its time zone? Charles de Gaulle, CET, Ben Gurion, IST, Kuala Lumpur, MT. Whew. Wow. Okay. You guys are on your own with this one. My ears just hear the word time zone and my brain shuts off. It's like a failsafe or something that my brain has built in. It knows the information is going to overload the system, and so it just shuts down. It's honestly a very useful feature because it means whenever I get on a plane, I just sleep the whole way there. Time zone hopping to stress me out. Just an eye mask and the tiniest, most ineffective pillow you've ever seen, please. Yeah. One of those packages containing a single pretzel that when I bite into it, I tear a hole in the roof of my mouth. Yeah, thank you so much. Good night. Look, time changes and time zones can be very confusing, but timeouts, I take those frequently when I get hangry. The point is, the only airport here incorrectly paired with its time zone is Kuala Lumpur of Malaysia. Its time zone abbreviation isn't MT, but MYT. MT is Mountain Time here in the States. Charles de Gaulle Airport in and out of Paris, France, and Ben Gurion is located in Israel. Whoo, that last one was kind of savage, a little savage, right? But let's focus on the bright side. Look at these winners, 289 winners. You came, you slayed, you displayed your knowledge, and you shout yourself out right now in the chat if you just won. And you know what? Shout yourself out even if I'm just proud of you for all showing up and suiting up. Most Arrow got a 7 out of 10. Yet another user, 8 out of 10. Bubble Baths, 8 out of 10. Ooh, that sounds nice. I want a bubble bath. Okay, we got Oni Wow with a 7 out of 10. Fax Guru with another 10. Retro Vibes, 5 out of 10. Jay Menard got an 8 out of 10. 80%, that's a B. I was okay with that in school. Andrew 1 got a 6 out of 10. Bye, Vinod. Thanks for saying goodbye. I appreciate that. Tim Dozer got a 9. Oof, Mr. 9821. That was hard, and you did get lucky, but you scored 10 out of 10. Bravo. 10? Look at you go. Okay. Look at all the winners. Capper 7 guessed on the last one and won. Yes, a win. I love it. Friends, do not forget to tune in every single weekday at 7:30 where I give away an answer to that night's trivia game, and it gets you one step closer to some cash. Don't forget, we also have Harmony and Hughes streaming right after this show tonight, so check out Lauren and Elise there. That's all for tonight from me. I'll see you tomorrow on display.